Good morning everyone, Tether here and we are going to discuss about Tether. The latest report is wild. It's going to make you think this is crazy, just like your crazy Russian girlfriend, like your Tether here. Let's discuss because Bloomberg just dropped a report and it's saying that Tether is in talks with investors to raise investment at a valuation of $500 billion, my friends. $500 billion, that's literally as much as SpaceX, ByteDance, and even most of those banks out there, except a few legacy banks, is worth almost as much, if not more than them, and it's going to make it one of the most valuable private company out there. Now, this is crazy for me and for you as well, hopefully. Now, you might think, why exactly is someone valuing this company at this much? So let's understand today what exactly is happening, how are they making money? Because Tether, to just break it down to you, is basically the issuer of the largest stablecoin in the world, which is USDT. For newcomers out there, a stablecoin is a currency that's having an underlying asset and is usually pegged to this underlying asset and is stable to the value of this underlying asset. Now, in this case, it's stable because the underlying asset is US dollar and it's called USDT, the currency that they mint. Essentially, someone goes to Tether, they give them $1 and they say, hey, here's a USDT. And it's essentially an IOU. So anytime if anyone goes and gives them the USDT, then they should technically get the dollar out of them. Now that's basically a simple business. Now, why exactly are they making investment at this valuation? Now let's break down exactly why is this valuable to this level. The most important part is they earn interest on the money that's parked in their account. So basically, when you keep this dollar in their wallets, they don't just let it sit over there. They usually invest it, and in this case, they're investing it in treasury yields and government bonds, and they're roughly giving about 4 to 5%. And Tether right now has 180 billion tokens out there in circulation. So that's 180 billion in their vault, which they've potentially invested, and they're getting a few $1 billion in revenue easily, doing nothing. And that basically tells you that stable coins are essentially the most popular and most profitable business to make out there. It's the easiest money in the world if you can tie it down perfectly, which they've done. They charge fees and earn yields on the liquidity operations, basically minting, redeeming, onboarding exchanges, payment rails, banking partnerships, etc. All of this isn't huge, but it certainly adds up. And the most important thing is they've got a moat in this industry, is that most people trust them and they're not going to use anything else. They're the most used stablecoin out there. So they make money regardless of what happens. They don't need to innovate. They don't need to do anything else. As long as they are the popular stable currency being used, which only increases as time goes on, they have that advantage, and which is what is happening right now. Basically, how are they valuing these guys? Assets under management, interest earning, understanding the profitability, market dominance. And market dominance is huge because there's a huge network effect that happens because everybody's using USDT. Anyone new comes into this industry also is going to use USDT, and that is difficult to beat with this particular project. And just calculate it, 180 billion out there, couple of $1 billion easily coming in profit. They have a very small team and they have a huge network effect and a huge barrier for entry for other companies to come into this, because the regulation is huge and the network effect is very difficult to break. And they have these advantages, which is why investors are paying this huge valuation. However, we need to understand that this is just early talks and nothing has yet been confirmed. The deal might go through, the deal may not go through. It's just like you talking to the senorita out there. You say, hey girl, you look cute, and she talks back to you. Now that doesn't mean that you bang. It just means that you're talking, and hopefully that the investment goes through. And if this investment goes through, then it essentially becomes the most valuable and profitable company in the world, and they don't even have a token of their own. For every other project out there, learn something from these guys, because these guys are just raking in the money with just one of the most profitable service in this case, and they are not even public yet. So that's my take. Keep watching because we have some more interesting news coming up. Take care. Bye-bye.